Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I have a special guest with me, the founder and CEO of the video platform Cinnamon, Robert. Robert, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. And
Rob,
happy New Year and decade.
yeah, happy new year, new decade, new goals, and so forth. And I'm really excited about the Cinnamon platform. I recently moved my videos over to the Cinnamon platform, and this was sparked by the whole YouTube debacle with their algorithm removing crypto videos and so forth. And I really like it, and I love the integration with Coil and getting XRP micropayments. So before I even go down that rabbit hole, which you're going to talk about, where did the idea of cinnamon come from? And maybe you can give us the background.
Of course. So I was Ripple fan since 2013, as some of you might already know. And yeah, back in 2013, I was playing with the Ripple wallet that they have. I was translating it to Czech language and Slovak language, as I was born in Slovakia and live in Czech Republic. I also participated in Community for Good initiative that came from Ripple to help with cancer research. I invested in Ripple back in 2013 to XRP. And yeah, I was following their strategies and activities throughout the years. And I basically fallen in love with what they are doing, apart from the others in crypto space. And once Stefan Thomas, ex-CTO of Ripple, started his own company called Coil, I contacted him, started working for them in 2018 as user experience designer. And as I visited them in San Francisco, I was doing my research, and we integrated Coil through Chrome extension to YouTube and Twitch. But I didn't like the idea of mixing existing business models on current platforms with the new one. So I asked myself, how about creating a new video streaming platform that will solely rely on web monetization? I pitched it to Stefan, and he really liked it. So the idea of Cinnamon was born, and we started from there. It was 16th of November 2018.
Wow. Very cool, and very interesting to know that you were originally a fan of XRP and Ripple, and you invested in XRP very early, it seems like. And now you're building a utility around it with your platform, so that's very interesting. So what makes Cinnamon different from other video platforms? There's YouTube, there's so many others out there. What makes Cinnamon different?
So we really love the idea of altruism and helping others, being supportive. I think that's the shared vision of Ripple, Coil, and us. And that's also the main difference from other platforms. The other one is that using Interledger and Coil subscription, we are able to stream payments to creators in real time. And depending on the wallet provider, content creators are able to withdraw the money instantly. So they don't have to wait. They don't have any thresholds like on YouTube. And for end user, there are no ads. And we are planning not to add any ads in the future.
That's cool. The concept of no ads seems so foreign now, given how much YouTube puts on their videos, and in almost every platform now is monetized with ads, right? Facebook, Instagram. So going against the grain, but also providing a much more, it seems like, efficient way for creators to earn via Coil and XRP. So really, I really like it. Being on the Cinnamon platform, I've seen the minimalist setup where it's great user interface, and the not having ads I have to skip, or the banner ad here or in-stream ad. It's really nice. It's very different from what, like I said, every other
Thank
platform
you.
out there.
Thank you.
Awesome. So you mentioned Coil, you mentioned Stefan. There has been talks about you guys being connected to Spring in some way. But what is your relationship? Maybe you can set the record straight here. What is your relationship with Ripple, and how are you working with them?
Yeah, so recently I read the article spreading on the web that Spring invested in us $10 million. And I can say it's not true. We have funding from private individuals within the Ripple ecosystem. And initially, we raised $500,000. That can I say? And we are currently in second investment round. And I can't comment on that.
Got it. Well, congrats on the second investment round. So that's
Thank
always
you.
good news. And you
And
were.
regarding the Spring,
Mhm.
I can add that, as you already know, Spring is main developer of IntelliLedger,
Mhm.
and that's why we work closely with them on bringing new features to the platform, and they're helping us improve the architecture around IntelliLedger. Nice cut, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's making an appearance today. That's very cool. So it sounds like you're working closely with those folks. I know a lot of building happening there, and it's great to see that Coil is a part of that, and Cinnamon specifically. So, do you have any partners you want to highlight? Who else are you working with, and how are they working with you?
So, as you know, the funding was not that big, and we, I think, managed to deliver quite a lot last year. But we are not stopping there. We would like to partner with AI tools for testing your content before it will go live on focus groups. What the tool is called YouFirst.ai. It's quite interesting. It's a startup from Slovakia, and we also would like to introduce tipping features on IntelliLedger, probably using Coil functions that are maybe going to announce later. I don't know, but tipping is something that we would love to focus on. We also are in talks with a bunch of people in LA, especially with content creators there, with production companies, non-profit organizations, as well as with film schools. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. That makes sense because they produce a lot of video content, so very very strategic partnerships there. Interesting. So, what else can we expect from Cinnamon in 2020? I'm sure there's certain things you can't let us know about. It's probably in the works, but any hints or things you can maybe give us a glimmer of?
Yeah. So one thing is that we currently don't have many views on the content, and we would love to improve the traction. And Cinnamon is currently deciding on what's going to be only for Coil subscribers, and it's everything. But we would love to move that decision-making process to content creators. And it'll basically work like on blogging site Coil. So you'll decide what piece of content will be accessible for everybody, and what kind of piece of content will be only for Coil subscribers. So the accessibility is very big goal for us in 2020. We'll also introduce multiple sign-up options using social networks. And the idea we are playing with currently, that's quite big, is to focus more on charities. So if you don't want to monetize your content on Cinnamon, you can pick from the list of charities in the future. We'll probably start in February with first 3, and we'll be adding more based on the feedback from our customers.
So that's interesting. So if I didn't want to, let's say, receive my XRP micropayments on my channel, I can opt to have that donate to a charity?
Yeah, we are in talks with a couple of them, and once we will partner with them, you will have in the settings as a default option the field for payment pointer. That will be yours, but if you'll be uploading videos, you can pick from the users, so you'll actually be able to give away your money to different user as well as to charity. Charities will have different badge.
Oh, very cool. I love that idea. I like that. I could see that being something I can do, from time to time, and have my earnings go there. right now, I didn't get to check my actual earnings as yet. Or the number, maybe it's like a couple XRP, because I just started my channel on Cinnamon, and I will continue to upload videos there. Now you mentioned that you were an early investor in XRP back in 2013, so it sounds like you got in at some good prices back in the day.
Yeah.
And this is, by the way, not financial or investment advice, but what's your personal outlook on the crypto market?
I really can't say anything because it's unpredictable from my point of view. And I'm personally holding most of the stake in XRP. And I just want to wait until 2025. I think at that point, things will be more settled.
Sure.
And nobody can say anything. And the best thing to do is just to work on the products that will help the ecosystem and grow the market around those cryptos you support.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, this is kind of the building phase, right? The infrastructure phase. And I know there's still a lot of regulatory clarity needed here, at least in the United States. So I agree. I'm a long-term holder, similar to you, looking more from years from now. I know everyone is looking for the next bull run, but I think we're in the building phase and we may have to wait a bit, but we'll see what happens. Like you said, it's unpredictable.
And I just want to point out that one of the features one of the things that we are focusing on as well in 2020 is building the mobile and TV apps. So expect some of it early Q2 probably.
Oh, cool. So being able to kind of like how you have a YouTube app, you would have a Cinnamon app on your phone and on maybe your smart TV.
Yes.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Basically it.
That's pretty big. It gets you a lot of more visibility and coverage. Very cool. Robert, a lot of great information. And of course, I would love to have you back as things develop on your end. Maybe when those apps are ready, you come back and talk a bit about it. But this is really great. I love the Cinnamon platform. I love what you guys are doing, especially with the integration with Coil and XRP. And, thank you so much for taking the time to talk today.
Thank you.